Kitty. Live from New York, it's Life with Bucky. Life with Bucky, the program that answers almost any question. And featuring world-famous dancers, the Buckettes, the Come As You Are Orchestra, and Bucky's special guest, world-renowned astronaut and inventor of the first totally robotic cat, Rusty Plain, and his kitty, Metallica. And I'm Peter the Human. Now the star of Life with Bucky, her royal Buckiness, the world's most amazing cat, Bucky. Such a festive time here at Broadway's historic Stranded Theater. So many kitties cheering in the aisles and a few scratching the seat covers. Okay, now, before we meet special guest, world-renowned astronaut and inventor of the first totally loving robotic cat, Rusty Plain, and his kitty, Metallica. Alert listener Ann Oakley of Thermos, Wyoming writes, "My kitty Hamlet will only drink water from a running or dripping sink or bathroom tub faucet. It was okay in the beginning, but now he will only drink from those dripping fixtures between midnight and 4 a.m.
Ooh.
Is this normal? I am losing so much sleep because of the sound of dripping water." Well, while Bucky is thinking about how best to answer, let's turn to the Come As You Are Orchestra and Patty, Maxine, Laverne, Hazel, and Tiptoe, the 5 tapping Buckettes and their 20 paws. Buckettes fan Chloe Knight of Sandy Beach, California requests the Buckettes dance to one of the best-known kitty beach songs ever recorded. Okay then, here's the Come As You Are Orchestra featuring Annette Wave and the 5 tapping Buckettes dancing to the 1953 smash hit, "It May Be Beach Blanket Bingo to You, but It's B9 to Me." That was the all-time smash 1953 hit, "It May Be Beach Blanket Bingo to You, but It's B9 to Me." And that went out to Chloe Knight of Sandy Beach, California. And if you've got a favorite song that you'd like the Buckettes to dance to, let them know right here at hrbbuckshot7@gmail. Now alert listener Ann Oakley of Thermos, Wyoming tells us that her kitty Hamlet will only drink water from a running or dripping sink or bathroom tub faucet. And now he will only drink from those faucets between midnight and 4 a.m. Is this normal? Bucky says in a word, yes. Unlike dogs and some other creatures we could name, cats will only drink water they know is clean and fresh. This is a ritual that started in ancient Egypt, and Bucky is not making this up. Ancient cats would walk miles through the giant litter box that is the desert to an upstream section of the Nile River where they knew the water was clean and fresh. This is the reason your kitty Hamlet will savor the fresh water from the sink rather than from an icky plastic bowl on the kitchen floor. And as for midnight slurping, Bucky says, don't be a princess. Got a question for Bucky? Send it along to you know where, hrbbuckshot7@gmail.com. Time now for Bucky's educational feature, Teach Your Cat at Home. Today's lesson, teaching your special kitty to leave your flower pots alone. Kitties are very much like elephants, you know. Elephants are very strong. If an elephant leans against a large fence, for example, and it remains rigid, all is well. But if that fence gives just a little bit, the elephant feels compelled to push it over. This is true, and cats, like their larger, less cuddly friends, feel that anything that moves a bit was put there for the purpose of putting it somewhere else. It's one of the top 10 laws of nature. Bucky does ask if you've tried Gorilla Glue. Readers of Bucky's webpage write that they've had the same success with this teaching technique as with all the others Bucky has recommended. Oh, that must be Bucky's special guest, world-renowned astronaut and inventor of the first totally lovable robotic cat, Rusty Plain and his kitty Metallica. Colonel Plain and kitty Metallica, welcome to Life with Bucky here at New York's historic Stranded Theater on Broadway.
Thank you, Bucky. And, you are?
I'm Peter the Human.
And you're sticking to that, are you?
Colonel Plain, may I call you Rusty? You flew into space on one of the major Apollo missions.
Yes, it was October 14th, 1981, the anniversary of the 1947 breaking of the sound barrier by my good friend, Chuck Yeager.
Why do all astronauts have names like Chuck and Rusty and Hoppy and Rod and Buster?
I never noticed that.
Well, Bucky and I would like to know more about your space flights. But first, your creation of a totally loving robotic cat is unbelievable.
Yes, Kitty Metallica is made from tensile-strength titanium.
Bucky says you must mean tensile strength.
I believe you are wrong, Bucky. Metallica walks, talks, and feels like a real kitty, but does not actually have to use the litter box.
So Metallica actually speaks.
I believe I just said that. Were you not listening? She has a full human vocabulary and a real cat's wonderful mind.
Can we talk to Metallica now?
Of course. Here, Metallica, come talk with Bucky and some strange man.
Hello, kitty Metallica. It's so nice to meet you.
Yeah. It's a big deal. What do you want? I was just napping and charging my battery.
You came as soon as Rusty called you.
Why would I do that? I was walking that way anyhow.
I see.
I doubt it.
And just what's that purring sound that we hear?
I'm making an artificial hairball.
Where are you going now?
I'm practicing going in and out the door.
Bucky and I assume you've come to love your human companion, Rusty.
Why would I do that?
So, Rusty, Bucky says you have indeed created a wonderful cat-like creature.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Just a moment. Get off the curtains, Metallica.
Rusty, tell us about your very first space launch.
I was seen on international television being launched into space.
Bucky says you sound a little reluctant to talk about it.
Well, you see, I was climbing on the rocket gantry, just touching up some of the shuttle paint for the TV cameras. Lots of people were waving to me, and I waved back. And then the rockets fired, and there I was, sort of hanging on for dear life as I soared into space.
So you soared into space, holding on to the outside of the shuttle?
I think I said that. You must learn to listen.
That's amazing.
Yes, but without a spacesuit, I had to return on the booster rocket and take a swim in the Atlantic Ocean.
What did NASA say to you about this?
They said they were going to dock my pay for a new pair of undies. Seems there was a bit of an accident.
More Bucky exclusive astronaut and cat robotics information in the full color collection of funny and loving short stories in the Book of Bucky at Amazon.com. And don't forget, your vet is the best source of pet care information. That's our show for today, folks. Got a question for Bucky? You know where to send it. hrbbuckshot7 at gmail. And for more fun with Bucky, go to her website, bookofbucky.com. Until next time, so long